don't get no movement, like you said, and you might miss this ball.
Oh, no! What a shot! Look at the little Strickland.
He plays perfect pool. But he's just, I think everyone's got a better frame of mind right now going into this match. I mean, he's doing stuff like his nickname calls for, the magician. He did some stuff in this term that was just incredible.
Oh, he certainly did. And Eckestats has the tapes that he played in. A lot of the tapes that Eckestats has are worthy of watching, particularly the ones that are raises. And he played a match against Archer last night that was incredible.
That one Massey shot he had or something like that with the 8-ball where he had to jack up on it, Massey down for the 9-ball, that was just an incredible shot. But he does those kind of things often.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the table that they're playing on. This particular table gives up balls on the break, and I believe that's going to favor Reyes because of the two players out there, Strickland obviously has the better break. If the table was stingy in the regard of giving up balls off of the break, then it would favor Strickland because he probably would earn more opportunities with the bigger break. Now, by this table giving up more balls on the break, I think that's a kind of an equalizer for Reyes because he'll get opportunities that he wouldn't have gotten on a tougher breaking table.
Definitely. I mean, Earl's hitting him 100 mile an hour, and Reyes has found a speed. It's a little bit off speed, and he's making the corner ball every time. Let's see if the 3 goes. See, the 3 didn't go that time.
And neither did anything else. Therefore, in game number 1, very quickly, EFREN Reyes, the player coming out of the chair, has the first opportunity to get onto the board. And that's so important, isn't it?
Oh, this is the big one. You got to focus. You got to win this game. If you miss this rack, I mean, your whole mental frame of mind for this particular match goes downhill from there on out.
Needless to say that if you win this first game and then you break the balls, get another opportunity to win a couple more games, string a couple more games, then the incoming player, your opponent, may be a little bit tight. And then if he errs at that time, then it's all yours.
Exactly. That's why this first game is so important. He's got a fairly easy run out here. I mean, he's probably going to just, I would draw this cue ball instead of punch it. I would draw it up 2 cushions, back to where he is, and back out to the middle of the table.
Notice the position of the 6 and the 8 near the right-hand side pocket. He's going to have to get a pretty good shot on the 6, considering the position of the 7 cross tables, and therefore that may be the crucial area of this particular rack.
Yeah, but the balls are laying good. If he gets on the 4 ball, he'll just bounce out further in the middle of the table for the 5 and just come over to the side cushion to make sure he gets the angle on the 6 to go over for the 7. You don't want to be in the middle of the table shooting the 6 ball because then you can't get back for the 7.
Right. You want to be on the right-hand side of the 6 ball. Now he's opted to play position for the 4 up to the other pocket, which really wasn't that bad of an idea, considering that there was little that could go wrong with that particular shot.
Right. In fact, that was a better selection than I chose because I couldn't see the angle there. Because if he had coming out 2 cushions, he could have came a little longer behind the 7.
Hit that a little roughly, but the forgivingness of the pocket accepted the shot. Now he needs to be somewhere to the right behind the 6, playing position for the upper right-hand corner.
Right. He'll be closer to the cushion. He's going to bounce out here. Let's see how far he bounces out. He's in a little trouble now.
Okay, now he's on the wrong side of the 6 ball. He shows a little signs of disgust with his body language, which we picked up.
You see the angle on this, excuse me, Bill, you see the angle on this shot here? You get a good view of it on the screen here. If he draws the ball, it's a dead scratch, so he's going to have to force the draw out of the scratch here. He's going to have to draw it, force it to the side cushion below the 8 ball. In other words, the cushion on this side of the 8 ball. He's following this ball, but he's going to hit the 8. He can't follow the ball. He's got to force draw it, just miss the side pocket, and then spin 2 cushions for the 7 in the side.
Well, the other option he has is just to float down a couple, maybe 12 inches or so, and just accept the angle on the 7 because it's natural position.
Well, he's going to do this. He's making up his mind now, percentage-wise, what's better for him at this stage of the game. If he feels confident, he might roll up, but he's doing what I said. He's forcing the draw. Watch the force on the draw. No, he followed up. Well, he feels confident. By shooting a shot like that, you feel confident because the 7 ball is like one of the toughest shots on the table. You're crossing the ball. The ball could skid on you. Anything can happen. He's hitting this with a center ball, maybe just a little bit of right-hand spin. Hit it perfect. He's playing with a lot of confidence. Anybody who goes for that shot in the beginning instead of drawing back is playing with a lot of confidence.
Well, he's the only undefeated player in the tournament, and there's no one that has beaten him, and he has the confidence that he can go on and win the title. And if that shot is any indication how he's going to perform the rest of the match, I don't think he's going to be stopped.
Well, that's why I picked him in the beginning of the match.
Game number 1 goes to Reyes, and he gets on the board first, leading in the match 1-0. By the way, this is a race to 13, unlike the semifinals, which race to 11, and the matches before that they were all a race to 11. This is a race to 13, so therefore you have a little more time to overcome a lead.
There's going to be some racks around here, Billy. I mean, the pockets are playing generous, like you said, and they're breaking. Usually the corner ball's been going. The first rack, it didn't go. But like I said, it's been going almost every time, and the pockets are generous. I mean, through the whole tournament, you've been seeing a lot of 2s and 3s and 4 racks run. I mean, if a guy got a 5 or 6 game lead, you're still in the game.
Absolutely. There actually isn't a lead that's not surmountable because of the very reason that Barry described. The forgiveness of the pockets, and the balls open up quite nicely. The cloth is fairly fast. So therefore, that's all conducive to offensive play, and that's what we've seen throughout the tournament, and there's no reason why we shouldn't see it here in this match.
Yeah, well, watch him. He's not going to hit this at full power, I don't think. I mean, especially starting out right here, he's going to see where the 2 is going. He's been making a corner ball with about 3/4 or maybe about 80% speed, and see if he hits about 80% right here. About 80%.
And once again, you were right. The corner ball directly into the
He's got the speed down perfect for that shot.
What do you do? How do you stop that if you are the person racking the balls? I mean, if the corner ball starts going in, is there very little you can do about it?
Well, I mean, some guys would try to cheat if they're racking for themselves, or racking for the other guy. They would split the back 2 balls behind the 9, but the players won't let them do that. And once you form a groove in that cloth, because this is 860 Simonis forms grooves, it just seems to slide no matter if you rack the balls high or low or whatever.
So therefore, when you consider that they have someone racking the balls for both players, that corner ball may go in with really regularity.
No, I've seen it go. I mean, if they play 21 games, I've seen it go 20 times. He's got a fairly easy run out here. Things are going to start working for him. Things are going good for him. Of course, things have been going good for Earl. I mean, he played Luat. Luat missed the 9. It was 10-10. Luat missed the 9 straight in. And things have been going good for EFREN, too. Here he's got a really easy run out here. I mean, the balls are just connected dots. I mean, the 5, 6, 7 in the corner.
Yeah,
8
the 6 is
corner.
placed very conveniently for the 7, considering the position of the 7.
Perfect. Looks like you have to draw. Might have to draw back and forth. Yeah. But it's a simple shot. Yeah, he's going to jump out to a 2-0 lead here, and then I mean, if he gets a 4 or 5 game lead here, well, even a couple 3 game lead. I mean, if Earl misses when he has his opportunity the first time up, then it's going to be a landslide.
Well, the shot and the angle that he has now suggests, at least to me from my vantage point, that he doesn't need to go down table very far. He doesn't want to go down table as far as where the 9 is. He wants to fall short of that because he has a nice shot on the 8, and the 9's far away from that rail for him to play.
Yeah, see, I didn't like the shot.
I would have stopped short of the 9.
But he's playing with so much confidence. See, I mean, if you're not playing with confidence, you stop it here. But if you're playing with a lot of confidence, you can control that cue ball to a matter of inches.
And that's what he's doing right now. He has excellent control of the cue ball. He owns this table. When you know how a table plays, the speed of the table, how the rails are playing, then the caliber of players like EFREN Reyes, EARL Strickland just own the table. And the magician right now is showing us how easily it is to play on the table that you're comfortable playing on. Game number 2 goes to Reyes, who now leads in the match by a score of 2-0. And I made a statement in the semifinals that when you go into a match like this, you don't play your opponent, you play the table. Because by the time you're in the semifinals, you should know how the table was playing. And so therefore, you just play against the table. If you have the speed down on the table and you play it nicely, then you're defeating the table and you probably will win.
Well, most people ask me the question, how do you get rid of pressure? And one thing you just said there, well, you never play the player. This is a one-on-one sport, but you're not really up at the table at the same time he is. So, I mean, what he does up there has nothing to do with you. You have to play yourself. Just play the game and focus, focus, focus. Like I said, that's the best way to get rid of pressure. And, I mean, if you have confidence, that eliminates pressure anyway.
That eliminates a heck of a lot of it.
Yeah. Here again, watch this. Again, 80% speed, corner ball, 2 ball in the corner pocket. Oh, what happened there, Bill?
I don't know. When he broke the balls, the wing ball, which we were watching, the 2 ball, didn't hardly even move.
No, it seems like the balls were separated then, like it was like a lead rack. But he off-hit it anyway. He hit the side of the 1 ball. That's why the cue ball flew off the table.
Right. Had he hit the 1 ball squarely, I'm kind of curious on how that 2 ball would have reacted, because even though he didn't hit the 1 ball squarely, I thought he should have got much more movement from the wing ball than he did.
Exactly. The balls weren't frozen. That's what happened there. To me, it would have seemed that the two balls in front of the 9-ball weren't touching the 9-ball, or maybe the 1-ball was just off. Well, that gave Earl an opportunity here to get back in the game fast. Here's a good shot, Billy. I think he's got to go underneath the 5 and come up. No, he might play the 3 straight up in the corner too. But if you want, you can go. I'll see the way he's hitting the cue ball. It looks like he's going underneath the 5 and 2 cushions up. No, he's playing the 3 in the corner, like I said.
I think he chose the best route because of the position of the 4. And also, if he plays position for the 3 in the upper left-hand corner, all he needs to do now is follow the ball.
Yeah.
And he has much better control of the speed of the cue ball with this particular shot because he needs an angle to get back down table for the 5.
Yeah, the less you make the cue ball travel, the better off you are. This is straight down the table for the 5.
Yeah, he desperately needed a break there, just like the one that he received to get back into the match.
Yeah. He can either play this ball, play position for the 6 in the side, or the corner. I don't think he came up high. Yes, he did. He's all right.
Well, he's fallen a little short of the mark. I mean, the ideal angle naturally would have been straight on the 7 or a slightly angle favoring the upper part of the 7, which he would then play position for the 8 in the lower corner. Or, excuse me, the upper corner. But he's okay. You're right. He's okay. I didn't think...
Here's a shot, Billy. I mean, a lot of players would go right into the 8 ball. The best way to play this shot is come 2 cushions around the table. Well, the 8 goes in the side pocket. I didn't see it going in the side pocket. But if the 8 couldn't go in the side pocket, you're better off coming around 2 cushions because you can't go wrong with the speed.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, hit that wide.
Hit it very, very thinly. I didn't think there... I thought for a moment there was a possibility that ball may have not fallen, but that wasn't the case. Game number 3 goes to Earl Strickland, and now he trails by 1 game in the match, 2 games to 1 in a race to 13. Let's take another look at the break when Reyes broke the balls, and take a look at the contact of the 1. Where does he hit the 1?
He's going to hit the 1 on the left-hand side here for sure, because that's why it flies off the table. See it? That could have been the whole reason why the balls didn't explode, Billy. I mean, he really hit that off to the left.
And I really can't overemphasize the importance of controlling the cue ball on the break, particularly when you get to this stage of the tournament. Because whenever you get to this stage of the tournament, the semifinals, and particularly in the finals, you're facing, obviously, another upper echelon player. And mistakes like that can prove to be quite costly at times. Perhaps maybe even too costly.
Oh, for sure, because like you said in the beginning, I mean, if EFREN kept him in his chair for a couple, 3 games, and then he had to come up with a tough shot, he's liable to miss a tough shot, where on that particular cue ball off the table, gave him cue ball in hand and let him get his rhythm back.
You had tremendous action off of that particular break. The 6 ball may have come in between the cue ball and the 1 ball, precluding him from pocketing the 1 in the upper right-hand corner. From my vantage point, I really can't tell. By looking at the monitor, I don't think he can pocket the 1.
I don't think he can either. I mean, he's probably going to wind up banking this 1 ball. But he's looking to see if he can get position on the 2 ball. I mean, if he could cross this and come into the 2 ball, or go 3 cushions. He's coming into the 2.
He looks like he made a good shot on the 1. Excellent speed of the cue ball, finally coming to rest in almost an ideal position on the table for the 2.
No, he hit that bank with a lot of confidence, Billy. I mean, most guys would have been trying to play a 2-way shot, make the 1 and get a snooker involved at the same time. He just went for the shot and made the shot. That's really aggressive offense. Back and forth across the table for the 3.
And all of a sudden, this match may be tied up. At one time, Reyes was leading in the match 2-0 in preparation in breaking the balls in game number 3. What he did was he erred. He made a foul on the break, hopping off the table. Strickland's been at the table since.
This is a Cosmo, as we used to call it. They still call it a Cosmo?
Well, the older players call it a Cosmo because the younger players don't know who Cosmo really is.
You want to tell them who he was?
No, you can do that.
Cosmo was a guy that used to come around Johnson City. He's a funny-looking guy with big brimmed glasses, and he used to bring a suitcase full of all these tricks that he did exhibitions with, and he was a professional dancer, ballet-type dancer. And he used to set the balls out around the table to hold 9 balls to where he could stop the cue ball on every single shot, and then when he finally made the 9 ball, he would stop the cue ball on a $100 bill. But while he did the clearance, he did a ballet dance around the table and just spun around the table and he just turned the cue stick into the shot, stopped the cue ball, and did the whole shot. It was a real easy out except for the dance thing.
Right.
And that was a Cosmo.
But the significance of the dance was this layout is so easy I can dance around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like connect the dots.
Right,
Boom, boom,
exactly,
boom, 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 boom.
yeah.
So therefore, any time an opportunity arose where a player had to connect a dot, run out, they would refer to it as a cosmos.
Exactly.
Game number 4 goes to Strickland. He ties up the match 2 games apiece.
See if he hits him full speed here. Watch the 8. See, the 8's not going when you hit it full speed. All the balls are up table, looking on one side of the table, and, but he didn't make. Now here he's going to go for a 2-9 combination next, I think. Yeah.
Okay, right away, Jimmy picked that up. You know, I myself would have had taken a lot more time in
Well,
figuring out the
I
layout
noticed
of
the 3
table.
ball was against the cushion with the 7 blocking it, so you look for the combination first up. You see, the 3 ball is tied up anyway.
Very uncharacteristic of the way Reyes plays. He played himself out of line on a 2-9 combination.
I did not like that positional shot because he came one cushion where you have like a little area to stop, and if he drew the cue ball towards the left-hand pocket, came 2 cushions into the 2, you have a lot more area to stop for position. But it doesn't matter as good as he pockets the balls. I mean, you can get anywhere.
Right. Nevertheless, he got the job done. Probably not as easily as he should have, but nevertheless, he got the job done. And with that pocketing of the 9, he leads the match with a score of 3-2.
See, on shots when you're playing position, a lot of guys ask how you play position. When the cue ball, you don't want the cue ball to cross an angle for position. In other words, coming across the table, across the angle of the next shot, you always want to come into the angle of the next shot, so you have a bigger area to stop in.
So therefore, you want the cue ball to follow the line.
Follow the
angle.
line, exactly.
You draw an imaginary line from the pocket through the ball, and if you can get the cue ball to come toward that object ball on that line, then you're on the right angle for
Exactly.
position.
Here we go. He won't off hit this one.
9 ball.
9 ball.
9. Now, he's made the 9 ball quite often. In his match against Earl Strickland last night, he made the 9 ball 3 times on the break. 3 times, and he defeated Strickland, by the way, last night, 11-8.
I know it. And Earl asked me why that ball is going. I can't believe Earl asked me that question because the reason that 9 goes, when you're breaking from the left-hand side of the table, he's breaking from here. If the crack of the ball's between let's see where he puts this rack, and I'll show you.
So in the meantime, that was game number 6. Reyes now leads by 2 games in the match, 4-2.
I think it's a 3 ball here, Billy. See the 3 ball?
Yes.
If that's separated from the 9 ball and the other ball next to it, I think it's the 4 ball, is froze to the 9 ball, and you break from the left-hand side of the pocket, the 9 always comes towards this pocket.
So therefore, the ball that is in back of the 9, either the right or the left, if it's loosened up somewhat and you break from the opposite side, or the same side.
Same side as the loose ball.
Then the ball will go toward the side where
Yes.
the ball is loosened.
Yes, watch it.
That time it went to the right, so
Well,
apparently.
apparently they were froze.
Right. Okay, let's take a look at the break.
See, the 4 there is separated from the 9. That's why it's going to go.
Or the 7. Must
What
be
is it?
on the left side, the 7.
Oh, that was a 2. I couldn't tell the
The
color.
7. Now the 7 kisses it in.
It didn't go straight in. I thought it went straight in, but it didn't go straight in.
But it doesn't have to go straight in for that little bit of
Right, for the space to be there.
Error to be effective.
Right.
In the meantime, Strickland steps to the table with a very difficult shot, not only on the 1, but also a difficult shot to play position for the 2 to drop for the 3, which is down this end of the table.
See, he was trying to shoot this. He knows he has to follow the shot for position, but he doesn't want to because he shoots this shot better jacked up.
What he wanted to do was try to make the 4. That's why he tried to elevate like that. He wanted to see if he could make the 4.
Missed it.
See, the position of the 3, almost frozen on the bottom cushion, makes that shot play much more difficult because you have to get a good angle on the 2 to drop for a position for the 3.
Exactly.
So perhaps that was asking a little bit too much to play position for the 2. Maybe he would have been better off possibly trying to pocket the billiard on the 1-4. And then,
Well, he could have played for the angle. Eddie Taylor showed me that how to play most of those shots. In other words, don't try to get the angle for the 2 to come straight down. Played it for the angle on the 2, like he could have went underneath the 5 and come 3 cushions. It's always easier to go 3 cushions than to judge speed coming off 1.
yeah, he still had a lot of traffic there. He had the 5 and also the 8 to contend with, choosing that particular route. The accessibility to the 3 in that particular route was, fraught with pearls, pretty dangerous, but he didn't do that, and EFREN's at the table.
Yeah, he's got a 6-9 combination coming up after these 3 balls. He's just going to draw this 2 cushions and out. Make sure you don't get above the 4. He's fine. The 4 is really close to the pocket.
Yeah, it's close.
And it looks like the 6-9 is dead. Well, you win a lot of games fast, and you get a one on the break, then another combination, and another combination. I mean, look at how many games he won so fast here. I guess the 9 is dead, isn't it, Billy?
Well, I mean, you got much better eyes than me. You were talking about how good your eyes were the other day. I was telling you how bad mine were.
I'm betting he's going to shoot it. I'm sure he's not going to try to play position for it, that's for sure.
Well, if you're betting on something, I want to bet on it too. Though.
Okay, yeah. You like my style, don't you?
Yes, I do.
He likes my one-loss record.
Well, apparently it wasn't dead or straight in, so therefore that's why he positioned the cue ball slightly behind the 6, feeling that maybe he has to cut the 9 somewhat into the pocket. And he overcut it.
Well, he shot that awful fast. He didn't even look at that ball. Combinations are so tough. You have to look at every little thing that you're doing with English, with speed, everything. You just can't get up and hit a combination, no matter how easy it looks. That was a big mental error. That could change the whole flow of this game.
Well, any one mistake by either player could change the whole flow and the outcome of the match. But
that was a careless error.
Yeah, he was definitely a favorite to pocket that combination.
See, now Earl didn't even take a chance on coming above the 8 ball. He figured he's playing good enough to judge the speed and just go up and down the table with the 8. Sometimes you can do that. It makes the shot easier. You got to watch. Okay, he hit perfect.
He sure did. He hit the position of the Earl that suggested that he knew exactly the reaction that was going to take place off the bottom cushion, and he did. At the game number 7, it's Earl Strickland now trailing by only 1 game in the match, 4-3. Yeah, I was really surprised to see Reyes miss the 9, particularly as by the margin that he missed it.
No.
He missed it by a good 3 inches.
But he didn't even get up and look at it. I mean, he just like kind of hit the ball, thought it was a dead shot or something. You have to look at those combinations. That was a big game. 5-2, him breaking. Now it's 4-3, Earl breaking. Big. Earl's dying to go look at the rack, but he didn't go look at it.
All of a sudden, there was a light that went out above the table. And what we're going to need to do now is we're going to probably have to take a break in the action and go up there and put another light bulb in there. I believe either a whole side went out or maybe it was just 1 or 2 of them. But definitely there were some lights that went out there.
Well, so far nobody's shooting the lights out.
Are you saying that the reason the light went out it wasn't because of the players? Oh,
there we are.
Someone must have hit the
Kicked
light
the
switch.
plug out.
There's a spectator. There's a spectator that was watching the match on the other side of the room and inadvertently pulled the plug out of the wall, which then turned the lights out. So Rick Bowling fixed that up.
Earl's changing location for the break. And he's telling the referee that the 1 is separated from the top 2 balls. But he is going to change location. He's going to break from the center of the table. This is the way we used to break all the time. We were playing on a heavier cloth. We were playing on on the Malley, 80-20 or whatever it used to be, 80-20. No, he moved it back to the side. He's going to give it one more try over here, I think. So far, he hasn't made the corner ball. He's going to watch to see where the 8's going. See, 8's hitting high.
It's hitting high because he keeps breaking it with the same velocity.
Exactly.
And it's very, very hard. He's getting a lot of force into the balls, and he's not getting the action that he wants off the 8. I guess he's going to have to take a little bit off his break or else change sides.
He's definitely going to change sides after that break.
So even though he was able to put down the ball on the break, he wasn't really happy with the results. Sometimes when you get good results, you don't have to be happy with them considering the kind of action that you want to get and you're not getting.
Right. Well, he stopped that cue ball on a dime there. He got perfect position on the 3 ball. Just going to slide over just a little bit for the 4. Shoot the 4. Pound the ball a little bit, go in the same pocket. No, he's going to follow this play to 5 in the opposite pocket. Now let's connect the dots again. The old Cosmo shot straight into the 6 ball off the cushion. 7, 8, 9.
Right. There's no reason to play position for the side pocket there because you're in line playing it for the corner. And once you're in line on the 6 ball, it's connect the dots, like Jimmy said. So therefore, once you have position, there's no reason for you to play it.
And that's what we're talking about coming into the angle. See, when he shot the 6 coming into the 7, or I mean, shot the 5 coming into the 6, it was on one straight line towards the angle of the shot.
That's exactly right. This is game number 8 with the pocketing of the 9. This match, once again, will be knotted up now with the score being 4 games for each player.
Got a nice crowd here. Reno always has a nice crowd. Knowledgeable fans. 11 years we've been coming here, Billy.
Yeah, this is the 21st tournament.
Amazing.
11 years. There's a gentleman out there who has a headset on. His name is Paul, fellow with the beard, full beard. How you doing, Paul? Oh,
You're on TV,
you
Paul.
did acknowledge it. So now you got to buy this tape.
Here we go. I can't believe he went to the same location.
He
ball.
let up a little bit, like you said he might.
He let up. In fact, the 8 was going to hit on the bottom cushion, but got kissed in on the way in. He's unlucky enough not to get a shot, though.
It's really amazing how perceptive the players are out on the tour today. I mean, intricate things like taking speed off of your break shot changes the action of the balls enough to pocket the corner ball. It's amazing that players can figure stuff like that out, really.
Well, let's see. We're going to get into some safety play here. I think, can he kick behind that and kick it up, or he's just going to, I don't know. He tried to just cross that. Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. He just tried to cross it and put it up above the 7 ball where he couldn't make the ball. I think he might have left him a bank here. Maybe.
I don't know if he has or not because his body language certainly hasn't given me an indication one way or the other. It looks like that he has not left him a bank. It looks like it may be fairly close, but I don't think it's available.
If he can't make the bank, there's hardly any kind of shot here unless he shoots to the bottom cushion, tries to come across the ball and send the cue ball up table. He's going to try to masse this ball. He's masseing it around this ball.
Well, if he can get around it.
Or no, he played it safe. He just tried to stick the cue ball. That was the best he could do on that shot. Just make sure you separate the balls, put the cue ball on the cushion.
At least, if anything he has going for him, it's the position of the cue ball against the cushion.
Yeah, Earl's just going to roll this 1 to the cushion, bounce the 1 out, and back of the 2, and put the cue ball behind the 2 ball. If he has the angle to do it. That's what he's doing. He's going to roll this ball. Good pool players hate to just roll the cue ball because you never know when it's going to roll off or dip to one side or the other. So he's got to hit this really soft, knock it above here, and he's good.
Well, he has left Reyes a kick underneath the 2.
To hit the ball, but it's pretty tough to get a safety out of the shot.
He may kick it in the side because that side pocket is pretty large from this angle.
No, he's not going to go for the side. He's going to try to hit the 1 ball on the bottom side. See, if he hits the 1 ball on the bottom side with draw English, the angle, it looks like the 1's going to go into the 6 ball. The cue ball's going to come back down behind the 9 ball. Watch this shot.
Can he get in that deeply to do it?
Yes, that's what he tried to do. See,
exactly. He did exactly what you described he might do.
If he hit a little bit harder, the cue ball would have came right behind the 9 ball.
And I think he's got rewarded for it because the 3 may preclude him from pocketing the 1 in the upper right-hand corner. And if that's the case, I don't know if he even has a very good safety.
He's going to cross the ball. He's just going to bank the 1 ball back down table, let the cue ball float to the right-hand cushion, and put him behind the 7 ball and let the cue ball, let the 1 ball come down table. That's exactly what he's doing. Straight up and down the table. Well, he hit the 7 on the way in.
He hit the 1 to the full.
The 3 ball.
He should have hit further to the right on the 1, which would have then allowed him to avoid the contacting of the 7.
And wind up with the
3,
snooker.
that is.
And wind up with the snooker. Yeah, it was a 3 ball. I thought it was a 7 too. Here's a tough shot. I mean, really tough. He's jacked up over the 3 ball. He's got to elevate. And he's got to use a little bit of right-hand spin. Makes this shot really tough. He's aiming at almost the full ball here because the ball's going to swerve into it.
Very tough shot.
He got lucky here.
He got lucky is right because the position of the 1, not even in the pocket, 2 or 3 inches from the pocket and hooked behind the 4.
Yeah. Earl's going to masse this a little bit, I think, or play that 1 off the cushion. Unless he can make this ball. Can he make this ball? Yeah, he can make the ball. He played it off the cushion. There's no pocket over here.
Well, he's going to get lucky here, but he still has a lot of work in pocketing of the 2. He's going to probably go for the upper left-hand corner.
Plus the 4's only got one pocket. Here's the shot. He's going to play the 2 ball in the corner, bounce out to like center of the table, then go 3 cushions with the 3 ball back for the 4 in the left-hand bottom pocket.
Okay, that's one route that he can choose, or that's one option. Another option is he possibly can locate the cue ball behind the 6.
He's not taking no chance. He's playing safe.
Yeah, behind the 6, hitting the left-hand side of the 2. He's going to try to go behind the 6.
Now there's for an example, for instance, that he knows he's not playing with a lot of confidence, Billy, because I've seen good players go for that shot because the percentage is in your favor if you're playing good. And he could have, because now he could lose the game, but by shooting the 2 and having the confidence, you can make the 2 ball. It was an easy run out after that. Not easy, but I mean, it was a good out. Here, he can get lucky here.
He definitely played the 2 there.
Yep.
Okay, now he's confronted with the problem of getting the cue ball back down table for position for the 4. But now after playing position for the 4 in the lower left-hand corner, the 5 is positioned at the other end of the table near the hit spot.
And the 7's in the way for to go 2 cushions. He's going to follow this ball. I don't know if I would have followed this ball. He played cushion first. That's an old Irving Crane shot. When you're shooting a long shot like that and the ball's just a hair away from the cushion, it's a lot easier to make the ball by going to the cushion first. And he got on the right side of the 4 where he didn't have to fiddle with the 7 ball, so it's just 2 cushions up for the 5 ball.
Right, so therefore the cushion first shot was ideal
perfect shot,
in a couple different regards.
Yep. Follow down to the cushion on the 5 ball if you can, so you have the angle on the 6 ball, just come 1 cushion down for the 7.
Yeah, once again, you don't want to really go away from the 7. 2 cushions are out of the upper right-hand corner.
Right.
You would rather go either underneath the 6, playing position off the side cushion toward the 7, or 1 cushion even toward the side pocket here. He would like to go toward the side pocket, which would...
He's not going to go 2 cushions on this because he's just going to come straight down the table and take the shot. No, he is going 2 cushions.
Oh, I don't like that.
No.
No, I don't like that at all. No, I would have never played it like that. I would have played near the side over there and accepted that shot on the 7, rather than run the risk of putting the cue ball behind the 9. But if you have that much confidence in the speed of the cue ball,
Well, that's what he did before. He did that was the second time he did that. Remember the other shot where he had followed the ball and went underneath the 9 for position? Same thing he did there. Right.
So after game number 9, EFREN Reyes takes the lead once again by the score of 5-4. But I still, well, for my game, in most other games, I think that it would work out better more often if you would play position for the 7 in the other fashion by staying above the 9, opposed to going 2 cushions away from the ball and coming back to...
Well, maybe from this angle we've seen the wrong angle on the 7 ball. Maybe the 7 was closer to the cushion than we thought. If that was the case, then he did it the right way, because when you're coming 3 cushions into the bottom cushion like that, I mean, the English reverses off the second cushion when it hits the 3rd cushion and dies the cue ball, so you got a big area to stop it.
There's Jimmy Wentz to the left with the red shirt on, Reed Pierce with the blue shirt on, the man with the beard to the right.
And the guy in the middle, we don't know.
I think he's from Minnesota. He's a friend of Jimmy's.
Okay, here we go with the break again. Watch the 7 ball. It hit high.
One, 2 in the side, 3 in the corner, 4 is open in the...
I don't know if he can make the 1 ball.
Oh, he cannot make the 1?
No, I don't think so. He might go to the cushion and just try to make this ball off the cushion. As big as these pockets are playing, I mean, it's not a bad shot because there's no other safety there or anything. Well, he's making up his mind on the percentage whether to play safe off this shot or go for the kick off the cushion to make the 1 ball. He's playing the 1 ball. Well, I don't know about that shot. I mean, even if he did what he wanted to do, I think, but there's no reward for that, is there, Billy?
No, not really. Now, this is a very interesting situation that's developed here. EFREN Reyes cuts balls as thinly as anybody in the world, and this is a shot that requires a very thin hit.
And he's drawing his 3 cushions for the 2 in the same corner. No, he's going for the side. He missed that too.
Yeah, he wasn't able to cut it thinly enough, and now the cue ball stops somewhere between the 2-4, leaving Strickland a pretty good shot, but the angle really isn't ideal.
He's going to bounce off the cushion here, try to get straight in on the 2-ball. Just stop the cue ball then. He didn't get straight in, so he'll have to pound this 2-ball or bounce it off the cushion and come back out right around where the 2 is again.
Yeah, well, this is the type of shot that he enjoys shooting. He'll shoot this well.
You got to watch you don't come too far. Well, I guess there was a lot of room for the ball to pass. Well, he's looking at it. Maybe he can't make the 3. Made a little expression there.
Well, I think it's a little close, but I do believe he can pocket the 3.
And he's just going to draw it up table for the 4 on the side, I think. No, he's going to take the long shot.
Well, apparently...
He had to spin it a little bit.
Right. He had to rely on the English to turn the 3 into the pocket, so therefore that precluded him from drawing the cue ball up table for position for the 4 on the side. Now he has to take another testy shot to get through this rack.
No problem. Watch the 8 ball.
Watch the 8. Oh, he was able to go into the 8 without
I know he
having
didn't.
the 8 being an interfering ball, so therefore he was able to get over that obstacle.
Yeah, I know he didn't want to run into the 8. Good players don't really like to run into balls unless you have to.
But sometimes at the shot that you're left with,
Yeah, you have to.
you have to, or else you'll diminish the accuracy too much of the shot.
Well, this is going back and forth, isn't it? Nobody wants to take control. There's been a lot of opportunity to take control in this match by EFREN, and he just hasn't done it yet. You can't mess around with Earl too much. He's going to get a little rhythm here and hit you with a 3 or 4.
Well, I don't think he's messing around with him much.
Well, I know. That was just a figure.
Well, I think I'll let Earl win this game, and I'll come back on him later in the match.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of balls missed in this session.
After game number 10, once again, the match is tied up. Now the score being 5 games for Strickland, 5 games for Reyes. Yeah, Earl's starting to get a lot more comfortable out there. Had Reyes taken advantage of the opportunities that he was presented with, I think that Earl would have been fairly tight. But he's talking to the crowd, and he's at least showing some gestures that he's loose now, comfortable. There's Francine Massey, Mike Massey's wife. She's taking the pictures now. I believe she's she
Pool and
takes
Billiard
pictures for Pool and
magazine.
Billiard magazine.
Yeah.
Pool and Billiard magazine. I knew it was either Pool and Billiard or Billiard Digest. I wasn't quite sure which one it was, but it's Pool and Billiard magazine.
I don't believe Earl is staying with that same break, even though he's made a ball there. That corner ball isn't going nowhere near it. I mean, neither player, they should try to go to the other side of the table. But Earl's just staying there. He made a ball, so I guess he's happy. And he's got a nice little run out here. All he has to do is get on the 3 ball. It gets on the 3, then it's over.
You should just go in between the 7 and 9, playing the 3 at the corner.
No, for the side pocket.
Side? Okay, if he's straight in on the side, I agree with it. But if he has that angle that favors the up table, I don't know if I would have liked that.
Yeah, but he played position for the side pocket. It was a natural shot.
Which keeps him in line for the 4, which is nice because the 5 is adjacent to the 9. After pocketing the 4, he'll then be right in line for the 5. Now he's in perfect line for the 5. He'll just probably force it up for the 7.
Yeah, just straight up the table. He's got a little bit on the wrong side of the 7 ball here, so he's going to either have to draw it right across the table and back out, or go 2 cushions. I'd prefer to draw it right across the table and back out.
Stay a little closer to the 8 ball this way.
Yeah, that's what he did. It's easier to judge. Got a new leader.
Is this the first time in the match he's had
Yeah,
the lead?
yes it is.
And like Rippy says, after game number 11, we have a new leader. Earl Strickland, for the first time in the match, takes the lead, with the score now being 6 games for Strickland, 5 for Reyes.
Benches are a little empty there, but he must be on that 7th inning stretch.
And there's a lovely couple, Mr. and Mrs. Piona, Chris and Dave Piona. Chris works for the Billiards Digest. She's taking her shots, and Francine Massey, Pool and Billiard, taking her shots on the other side.
Nice couple.
Yes.
He stayed in the same location. The 4 got kissed in that time. It didn't go straight in. And he snookered behind the 8 ball. And jacked up over the 2.
Well, if he snookered behind the
Doesn't matter, right?
jacked up over the 2, just overkill.
Yeah. Well, it's tough to push on this ball, though, Billy. I mean, where are you going to put the guy? I mean, you can't push him to the top cushion because then he's going to play safe.
Looks like you're going to have to push for a kick here.
Yep, that's exactly right. I was going to get to that. A lot of players feel like you always have to push for a shot where you can see the ball. A lot of times you don't. When in this kind of circumstance, I think he's going to push for a kick.
But it's difficult to even push for a kick in this situation because he would like the 8 ball to be down table a little farther and the cue ball to be down table. That way he can push so he can kick the 1 ball toward this end of the table.
It's
but
really
he doesn't have that option.
It's really laying in a tough spot. He might just shoot for it. Even if you push for a long shot here, the guy's going to take it. He's going to
tie up to 7-3.
He's going to push. He might be pushing for a jump shot. He just looked at putting the cue ball where the 7 ball is and jumping over the 5 ball because he knows he jumps the balls a lot better than.
And at the same time, he'll be tying up the 3 and the 7.
And he might do that. He's looking at it again. Nope, you don't like that either. He's going to kick right now.
He's going to kick now. I don't think I would kick now. I would tie up to 7-3 and go for the jump.
Tie up something first. And he's got to get lucky here. Look at this. Well, there's a shot we didn't see.
Well,
but I don't know what he expected to do on that shot. The percentage was really against him on that.
You know, you brought up a really valid point when you said he jumps the ball so well. Why wouldn't he tie up the 3 and opt to go ahead and jump over the 5, even if he didn't execute it the way he would like? Still the 3.
Oh, look at that one. The 1 went in before the 9.
Still the 3 and the 7 would have been tied up.
I think he made a wrong selection there.
It was definitely a judgment error on his part. After game number 12, that is. Once again, the match is knotted up 6 games apiece now. Well, so you have the extra equity in tying up the 3. If he shoots the 7 into the 3 and ties up the 3, naturally Reyes is going to pass the shot because he's not going to be able to jump over the 5 or whatever.
Or even if he elected to kick the shot. I mean, he's not going to do that either. He's going to let him shoot the shot, but the 3 would be tied up like you're talking about.
That's the extra equity that he probably would have needed in this particular action. So he was at a great disadvantage.
Now the 8 went straight in.
There's the 9.
There's the 9. Nope. The 1 ball went to the middle of the cushion. Well, you're going to see a safety here. If he can hit the edge of the 1, see,
He'll go around the 7?
Around the 7, tie him up behind that bunch of balls there. 2, 6, and 3.
He would like to put him behind the 3, but he don't want to run the risk of scratching 2 cushions in the corner.
But that's what he's going to do, going underneath the 7. We juiced it a little too much and hit the 4 ball.
Well, that's. I was very surprised to see him hit that as badly as he did. I guess he didn't want to run the risk of scratching in the corner, and he lost his concentration.
I don't know what happened there, but he hit that terribly. Now it just left a perfect opportunity for Earl to go ahead again.
And that type of a shot really wasn't all that difficult. I was really surprised to see him not do well with it.
Well, I think he was more concerned about getting around the 7, where that wasn't that big a deal, I didn't think. I mean, he didn't have to hit that with that much spin. He really juiced the ball on that shot. I mean, he hit it with, instead of a little bit of speed, he hit it with all spin to let the spin bring him down table. But when you put that much spin on, you're going to close the angle a little bit.
Well, a reason possibly why he may have played it in that fashion is because maybe he wanted to control the 1 ball. By hitting it softer and allow the spin to control the cue ball, then he would control the 1 ball a bit easier. But
I don't know what was on his mind.
It cost him a lot. How much still remains to be seen, but it has cost him at least 2 games, or possible 2 games.
Yep.
Well, that was game number 13. Strickland now has to lead 7 games to 6.
Well, even though these guys aren't playing that good right now, nobody plays perfect pool all the time. If you did, I mean, you'd win every tournament. And that's why there's tournaments. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, really, you can't play perfect all the time. Everybody thinks you're never supposed to miss a ball.
The lag would really be important, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it is.
I mean, it would really be invaluable. I must win this lag. I don't want to get shut out again.
We turn it into a lag tournament. Look at the 9 again.
Oh,
we just missed a kiss and a 5.
If it would have kissed into the 5, it may have found its way to the ball.
No, he didn't make a ball here. But it's a little bit of a tough run out here.
Yeah, well, there's two problems that he has. One, immediately, is position for the 2, and the other problem, which isn't as big, is where the position of the 4 is in relation to the 5. So he's
going to hit this ball with if you were looking at a clock, he's hitting this ball at 2 o'clock right now.
It's cue ball at 2 o'clock. Well,
no, he didn't. He forced it into the 6. That was a great shot there. He forced it into the 6 and then used the angle off the carom of the 6 for position for the 2. That was a good shot.
Okay, let's see. Does he have the room to play position for the 3 in the lower left-hand corner?
Yeah, he does, but he's going to
stop for the 4.
But he's going to wind up with an angle to go back and forth across the table. He's trying to get as straight as he can on this 3.
That's good, because now the 4 is right to the left of the 3. All he needs to do is control the cue ball he's somewhere in that general area.
He's going to pinch this a little bit. Low left-hand angle should pinch this in so he doesn't make the cue ball travel. No, he decided to go back and forth. He had a bigger angle than I thought. Sometimes you can pinch that shot and not let the cue ball get away from you.
This is a center ball, slightly with a little bit of right-hand angle. It's just a center ball, I believe, and he'll be able to control it quite really.
Just straight back and forth across the table.
He needed to apply a little right to make sure he assured himself he would get on top of the 5. Now he's positioned the cue ball in a very awkward position in terms of.
From here, I can't tell if he can cut the ball into the bottom left-hand corner or he has to go to the right-hand corner.
He's on the 50-yard line. I don't think
he's spinning this with a lot of right-hand English, too, to go 3 cushions around. That's what he did. Great shot.
And he knew that he was going to come very close to contacting the 7, too.
Mm-hmm.
He barely missed the 7.
And it was a tough shot on top of it because when you're hitting that ball with right-hand English, it has a tendency to kick on you and throw out. Well, going to be back to even again. This is really a seesaw game, isn't it?
Yeah, so therefore, in that regard, this match has been exciting because it's been closely and sharply contested the entire way. Game number 14.
So far, it has the makings of a 12-12er.
7 games apiece after 14 games.
I got a prediction now. I think EFREN just go ahead and take the lead right now and just come right out. That's my prediction. We've been waiting long enough here for a little acceleration.
Well, EFREN was able to put the corner ball in the last time he broke the balls, so therefore, if he can break the balls and pocket the corner ball on this particular rack, he may end up with a shot, and which will, continue or sustain his momentum. Sixth ball is the wing ball. We're looking for that to come either close or go into the right-hand corner pocket. 1 high.
High again. No balls on the break.
A lot of traffic in between the 1 and the cue ball. The 8, the 2, and the 4. 8 is behind the 8.
No shot.
And another position where it's difficult to push.
Earl's saying something. What did he say, Billy?
I don't know, but if he pushes down by the 3 ball, he's going to leave Reyes a good safety behind the 2-4 with the cue ball. So therefore, he's got his work cut out for him here. He's in a very, very difficult situation.
He's looking at pushing behind the 5 ball right now and using the jump shot. He might, if he sticks it here, let's see what he's doing here. Well, he put it over where he can't cross the ball.
Yeah, well, he put it in a position where he can't play safe.
Yeah, you got to go for the shot.
You either got to go for the shot or pass it. And if you pass the shot, you could lose. And if you go for the shot and miss it, you could lose. So therefore, it's really a tough decision for Reyes right now. He did this job of pushing to this position.
That was a good push out then. I don't know if you're going to shoot this shot. I think I'd let him shoot it. See, he's looking whether he can cross the ball. He'd like to bank the 1 ball straight down the table and put him behind the 4 ball, but the angle is just not there. You'd have to hit it too perfect to do that.
And then he may even scratch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to hit it too perfect. But I don't know about going for this shot. It's a tough shot, bad percentage, I think.
Oh, he hit it very thinly. And then that way he knew that if he missed it, chances are that Reyes would then walk from the table without really leaving any type of an offensive shot. And he hits balls very, very...
Actually, that was a great shot.
Yeah.
That was a great shot. That's one I've overlooked right there. And I usually don't overlook anything.
Well, he may find himself behind the 4 here.
He's going to lay this in the pocket. It's going to hang up. And,
Well, he can kick this.
Yeah, he kicks so well, too.
But he can't afford to kick this hard, because if he kicks it hard and happens to hit the side rail, there's the 6 that may be an interfering ball, the 7, and also the 8 that could be possible interfering balls.
He can kiss off the 9, go back behind, and kiss off the 6, go back behind the 9 or the 3. He's going to hit this hard anyway, I think.
I would not hit this hard.
Told you, he wanted to make sure he made it. Look at this kiss.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
my goodness.
The magician.
Like I said, I would hit that hard, because there's a lot of good things that can happen.
I wouldn't hit that soft, because then you're left with a tough 2 ball, tough position on the 3 ball. He did it the right way. He just play for luck.
Game 15.
Hit it and see what happens.
8-7, Reyes.
But you notice he didn't hit the 1 ball solid. He hit the cushion first to cause all that.
Yeah. Well, that's what he tried to do, I would imagine.
Sure.
Yeah, and he just wanted to create some action there.
I told you this was going to start going his way now.
Well, if that's an indication of how it's going to continue, certainly is going his way, because he threw caution to the wind when he shot that shot.
Well, that was the only thing to do on the shot, though. But look at, he got another roll. He just tied him up again. Earl's getting a little fed up with it. He says to himself, how can this happen to me? Oh, boy.
So therefore, there was a lot of traffic that he had to go through by kicking in this fashion.
But
See, 2 balls to the left of the cue ball.
See, if he hit this soft, he's going to wind up behind the 6 ball, or... Yeah, if he hit this soft, he could have wound up behind the 6 or have a long shot on the 2 ball and still no good for position on the 3. So hit it hard, let it go, see what happens. And this is what happened.
Had that not happened, he would have had a shot anyway, wouldn't he? We don't
know, do we?
Yeah, we know. I mean, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean on the next ball?
Yeah, right.
Well, here. This is a big shot. Ray's got a 1-game lead. He's got a long straight in.
I look from the pocket this ball. He's off the cushion, even though the 7 ball may snooker a portion of the cue ball. I look from the pocket this ball. He's got a good look at it right here.
Just focus, and make sure your stroke goes out straight on the shot. Pop. Right in the heart, he hit it. Got a little bit of an angle on the 2 ball, but that's okay, because you kind of like want to cinch that 1 ball. You want to make sure you make that 1.
And it's okay because of the position of the 4. You really don't have to do much off the 3 for position on the 4, since the 4 is located very near the right-hand right-hand side pocket. So therefore, he figures to go 2 cushions around the 8.
And straight out, yeah.
Or maybe
he might spin
just
this.
draw it.
Yeah, he might just spin this a little bit. Pinch it.
Okay.
No, 1 cushion he went.
Drawing it away from the 8. Back
And
up
see the way he's
towards
coming into
3.
the angle of the shot?
Very nicely done. Which is a better way of playing it, actually,
Yeah.
because it stays on the line.
I thought he had a bigger angle. It's tough to see from this angle.
And he's on the proper side of the 3 also, which will bring him closer to the 4.
Yeah. Got to make sure you get a good angle on the 5 ball here, because you want to drop to the cushion down from the side pocket.
Yeah, this is the key shot position on the 5. The 5 to the 6 will tell the story, or at least should.
A little left-hand English there to make sure you get closer to the 5 ball. Now he's going to draw. Some players would go to the cushion on the left side of the table here, or just use speed. Here's one of the shots where you're coming across the angle. If you go into the cushion, you're coming into the angle after you make contact with the cushion. He's coming across the angle. He just judged his speed on that shot. See, but if he went to the cushion, Billy, and then bounced out, he's coming into the angle the whole time. When he plays position on this 8 ball, he's going to play for an angle to go 3 cushions for the 9 ball.
He'll stay to the left of the 8 there,
Yes.
which
Like
he's
that.
done. And he'll try to draw as deeply into the right-hand corner as he can, which will give him the angle that he needs to come out of.
Right. So no matter where he hits the cushion, off the cushion, the speed, he's
Yeah.
just going to come into the shot.
See how deep he came out of the right-hand cushion?
Yeah. Now, no matter where it stops here, look at boom, coming. You got a big area to stop.
And all of a sudden, we have a player that has a 2-game advantage in the match, and that player is EFREN Reyes, leading by the score of 9-7.
Well, how's my prediction? He's won 3 in a row since I said that.
Well, that's right.
I knew it was time for one of these players. They're 2 great players. I mean, one of them's got to take control, and it was the middle of the match. One of them just had to do it. If he makes a ball here, I mean, he's going to get his rhythm going, and it's just going to be a fast match from here on out. There, he's finally changed location, Billy. Finally.
Deciding to position the cue ball on the other side of the table, figuring that maybe I'll get better action from this side.
And he's made the corner ball. It didn't go straight in. Don't look
Watch
out for
the
the
cue
screen.
ball. Watch the cue ball.
Up.
2-9 right away. You can see that's available.
Well, it's tough, though. Tough combination. You have to get perfect on it. There's no hole for the 2 ball. Yes, there is. You go in the middle of the table. I think the 2 passes the 9. No, it doesn't.
Well, the 2-8 is straight on the side, but if you're going to play for a combination, you want to just play for the 2-9.
Well, no, not necessarily. You always play for the easiest combination. But this is a funny little shot. He's going to play for the combination. He really doesn't want to shoot this shot.
So he's going to position the cue ball in an area that suggests he's going to draw it around the 4. You know, I'm not quite sure if I would position the cue ball to the left of the 1 and draw it to the side cushion and toward the 2 that way.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's
Okay, he's going just across the table and keep it. He's going to settle for a longer shot on the 2-9, longer combination.
Yeah, he's going to hit this hard, try to send the cue ball 2 cushions around the table, upstairs there, up table, in case he misses the shot.
And then the cue ball should be somewhere
Yeah,
in
and
the
stop
area
the cue
behind
ball.
the 8.
Right. That's it.
So a little bit of a fortuitous roll in the regard that EFREN scratched on the break by a kissing ball into the side pocket. Strickland taking advantage of it. Trails by only 1 game now in the match, 8-9. Now
He's going to change too. Watch this.
Yeah, Ray has changed position, breaking the balls. Maybe Earl will.
He's thinking about where he wants to go to the middle of the table. I bet he breaks with his hand on the table this time.
He's going back.
No.
He doesn't know what he wants to do. Why is that? He's trying to outguess the forward, the gentleman racking the balls. I'll look at the rack first. If they're tilted a certain way, maybe that's where I'll go, okay? Whatever way it favors.
Well, he
which
breaks
I
good
don't
with his
know.
hand on the
Maybe he
table,
does.
too. He breaks good with his hand on the table rather than the cushion, so I think he's going to go to the middle of the table.
Okay, he's going to the side of the table that Reyes broke the balls from the preceding rack on the cushion. Let's see the type of action he gets from this. 2 ball in the corner. And a shot on the 1.
Oh,
it's
boy.
to the left of the 1.
And this is a
4 open, 5 is open for the left hand
Everything is
corner.
open.
6 is available underneath the 9. Not much traveling after pocketing the 5. 7 at the other end of the table. 8 in front of the corner pocket. This is This is fairly much another Cosmo.
Well, he's not connecting the dots here because, well, does he have an angle here? Yeah, he had an angle. No, it's Cosmo. Just get above the 5 ball so you have the angle to come down for the 6. That's your only problem here.
Yeah, that way you have an option. Naturally, you'd rather play position for this side of the 6, the right side.
He didn't get above it. He got straight in. He's going to have to draw back and shoot a tough cut on the 6 ball, and that makes a little bit of a problem because he might run into the 9. He has to go between the 9 and the 7 on the way up table. See, he's got a tough. Or he could follow the ball and shoot the 6 over this corner.
Right. If he's straight in, he could follow it and go into the 8.
He's following it back and forth, I think. You don't want to get on the cushion here.
This is a little bit of a tricky shot here, too, because he may go into the 9 here. He might rush the 9.
He's going to hit a little left-hand English, go straight up.
Well, he was able to avoid contacting the 9.
And now it's just one cushion back straight up and down the table. No, he's drawing it. Straighter in than I thought. Oh, it's tied up again.
And once again, it is tied up. Now the score being 9 games for Strickland, 9 games for Reyes.
And now we have a 4 out of 7 tournament. I like the breaker from here, but I'm still going to pick EFREN to win.
So therefore, you can't lose.
I can't lose. I like that. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you have to
I
like
the breaker to win, but I'm going to still pick EFREN.
No, I said I like the breaker. Usually
From here, but I'm
raise
still
the
going to pick EFREN to win.
4 out of 7 with the guy breaking. I'd rather take the guy breaking, but I'm still going to stick with what my original prediction was.
Well, you can't abandon it just
You
because
can't
it's
do that.
tied up.
Well,
You're going to wait a couple
I've
of
seen you
games.
switch your bets in the middle of the race.
Well, that's because it may have been a valid reason. Right now, you don't have a
you thought you were
valid
going to lose. Well, you just move back to the other side of the table now.
2 ball. Ooh. Watch out.
Look at how big this game
2
is.
ball.
Look
Watch
at this.
out.
Look at this. Ooh.
2 ball hit the point of the side pocket, came back cross table only to stop in between the 1 and the cue ball.
Where do you push here?
Well, it looks like he might have to push for a kick.
He's definitely going to push for a kick.
He may push for a kick to pocket the 1, if that's available. And at the same time,
That's what he's looking at. How far down the table? He's looking to push the cue ball about a foot or something like that so he can get to the cushion. I don't think he can do that without exposing the 1 ball.
I'll tell you what he can do. He can bank the 5 cross table, stopping the cue ball right where it is.
That's a good shot.
Now he can kick.
But the safety's too easy, though. If you did that, I mean, you're just going to bank the 1 down. You're tied up behind the 2, 6, 7.
Not allowing him to see the 1.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Not allowing him to see the 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you bank the 5
He's
out of
kicking
there,
at it
draw
right
the
now.
ball back.
He's kicking at it right now. 3 cushions. No, 2 cushions. That was a pretty good shot there.
It turned out to be a good shot, but it didn't have to.
It didn't have to happen that way, but it was a pretty good
turned out
shot. As
to be
long
a
as you
good
hit the
shot.
ball on that side, you know it's going that way. I liked your shot, though, better. Bank the 5 cross side and
Or cross corner or whatever it was, drawing the ball back a little bit, not allowing Strickland to see any
put the
push.
cue ball behind the 8 here. Just following down. Well, he's left this, where he's going to kick this ball. He's going to kick this 2 cushions and try to stop the cue ball right
Yeah,
there.
he would like to if there's room. Maybe the angle's not available there. If the 8 blocks off the portion of the rail that he needs to hit, he's going to have to come over top of the 1.
He's all right. Oh, he's hit the side of the ball. You try to hit that thinner and get him behind the 9 ball.
Yeah. See, he couldn't hit deeply enough in the rail to get under the 1 for the 2 cushion kick. Now he has a combination, and it looks like he has to cut the 1 back a little bit, losing control of the cue ball. After
You can try to draw him underneath the 4 ball, but it looks like the combination. You might make the combination. What's he doing here? Oh,
he's cinching the combination. See, he had the wrong angle on
Yeah.
the combination to play position for the 1. So he cinched the combination, and now he's got maybe a little better situation to work with.
He's drawing him underneath the 4 ball. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He let him out.
He certainly did. He let him out. Sometimes it's asking a little bit too much to position the cue ball behind 1 single solitary ball. Maybe you're better off just playing speed of the object ball and leaving him a difficult shot to negotiate rather than trying to hook him. But I don't find fault in what he did.
No, I like
Don't get
that
me
shot
wrong.
he shot. He just hit a little bad. This is a tough shot here. He's missed a lot of balls.
He may get lucky if he bunches the 2,
No.
which he didn't. Well, the 5 ball will definitely hamper his bridge hand somewhat and also diminish the accuracy of this shot. So therefore, this shot isn't any means a gimme. He's going to have to be. He's going to have to pocket the 1 and control the cue ball.
Here's an interesting shot. He's going to draw it back into the 5 ball. No matter where you come over in the side, you're going to get a shot. See it? He just didn't come hard enough. I'd have hit that harder because you couldn't go wrong in that shot, Billy. Even if you hit the 5, you're still going to bounce out. You can draw it, across the table, come down for the 4 ball. I'd have hit that a lot harder.
Well, I can see definitely the equity in your choice, considering, especially now since he's fallen short of the mark.
Right, and you didn't want to be out in the middle of the table.
You never fall short of the mark with your shot.
Another miss. Well, it's a tough shot anyway, but it's another missed ball.
Okay, can he see the? Yes, he can see the 2 ball. Well, what's he going to do with it?
Well,
He could just knock it toward the 5 or on that cushion.
yeah, because you don't leave the angle for position.
Yeah, but the 4 is located on this end of the table.
He hits this shot good. He's liable to just bank this to the corner pocket and try to tie him up behind the 6 and 7. No, he's. Look at
They
this.
tried to cross it, and he got a little bit of a roll in trying to cross it. The cue ball naturally getting a kiss off of the 2 and sending the 2 to the left-hand cushion, leaving Strickland a very difficult shot, offensive shot that is, if he left him any. So therefore, in that regard, he really got quite fortunate.
Yeah, actually, the rolls have been in his favor this whole match. Not a lot, but more than Earl has gone. Well, he's just gonna. What can he do here? Just send a 2 down table? I mean, what the heck can you do here?
He's going to have to go for the pocket here.
You think he's gonna cut this ball and go back?
Yeah, he's going to
up?
have to go for the pocket here.
Come underneath.
He's going to have to hit it with some
94.
speed to go for the pocket.
He really spun that. That's a tough shot anytime you're using inside English like that.
There really wasn't any safety at all. So therefore, he was forced to go for the pocket. And had he pocketed the 2 ball, then he would have been a good line for the 4.
Yeah, I think if you'd hit that ball hard and try to go back and forth across the table, would have been an easier shot and more chance for a safety.
All right, so he would have moved some balls.
Yeah. Well, here it's just come back for the 5 in the corner.
He may be a little thin on the 4 here.
Yeah, he'll spin this. He likes this. This is the old wimpy type shot. Bing! Watch it. Spin this. See it? Bing!
Bing. Is that the sound that it
Yeah,
does?
I always pictured it as that anyway. I don't know.
Oh, he's got a bing shot.
It's the old bzz. 6 goes in the side, so it's fairly easy. He'll shoot the 7 in the corner next and leave an angle to go straight across the table for the 8.
Well, I think he'll play a position for the side, huh? Because then he's natural for coming
No, I
into
think
the 8.
he's just going to come back. See?
No, you're right.
He came way back, though.
Badly
Look,
hit it.
Yeah.
Badly hit ball.
No, you're just going to spin this one in a
Badly
little
hit
bit.
ball.
Yep, he'll spin this in, though. These are his kind of favorite shots, too, though.
Yeah, but
I don't like this shot. I'd rather cut it back in the other corner. This ball could turn over on you. He's made it, but I don't like shooting into that corner.
and a little awkward. He's going to have to stop the ball.
Well, he might fall down for the 9 in the other corner or pound it. Looks like he's going to pound it a little bit.
Yeah. Not too hard, though.
Yep.
And game 19 goes to Reyes, who now takes the lead in the match by 1 game, 10 games to 9. So both players have had their chances at the table. And it's been a very close match the entire way through. The break really hasn't been that valuable for either player, considering that no one has really strung,
Right.
multiple racks.
Tell you the truth, I don't think any of them have run 2 racks back to back. In the beginning, yeah, EFREN did the first shot out.
Right, he took it to early 2-0
And
lead.
that was the end of the 2 rack runs.
But Strickland won the lag, so therefore EFREN didn't win the 2 games off of his break.
That's true, too. Now he's trying to figure out where he's going to break from.
He broke from the other side of the table the last time, and I thought that he did well because he did make the corner
Yeah.
ball.
But he got kissed in.
But at least there was action.
Yeah. Well, he's back over here. Let's see what happens. 1 ball on the side.
Oh, he can
Look
go
out, these
real
2 balls
first
are
unless
coming. 2 balls are coming. They're separating, and he can see the 2.
he can see the 2 and he can pocket the 2. But notice the position of the 4 and the 5 and the position of the 3 near the side pocket. It's going to be
Well,
difficult.
no, all he has to do is get on the 3 ball here, Bill. You see the 4 passes, and he's got to carry him on the 5-9.
But it looks like he has to go rail first, doesn't he?
He's going to spin this back for 3, play the 3 in.
Oh no, I didn't think he could see the ball. I thought he had to go rail first.
No. And now it's just a 4, and he's going to play the carom on the 5.
The 5-9 billiards available. All he needs to do now is pocket the 3, play position for the 4, drop nicely near the side cushion for the 5-9 billiard.
When he shoots the 5-9 billiards, you have to use left-hand English. Make sure you get it because it looks like the 5 is out a little far. Oh,
Now, if it is out a little far,
he don't like where he's
if
got
it
there.
is out a little far, he certainly don't like the results
Now
of
he's
that
got to use
shot.
inside English to throw the 9 into the pocket. Yeah, see the inside English? That's left-hand English there.
He got a little careless there.
Yes, he did. I mean, if it came over just another quarter of an inch, he couldn't have made that ball.
No. And once again, Reyes extends his lead in the match by 2 games. Now the score 11 for Reyes, 9 for Strickland.
Big game coming up here, huh? Puts Reyes in the 1 hole, as we call it.
On the hilltop. He's going to go back to the same side.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he almost made it to the 9 on the break.
Yeah.
He has been getting better action on the 9, breaking from this side of the table.
He's not really worried about that. He's looking to just make a ball and get shape on the 1. The 9's going. The 9, got kissed. The 1 ball. I don't know if he's got the bank here or not.
No, he doesn't have any bank at all.
Look at the 8 ball, Billy. 8's laying in a tough spot.
I don't look for him to shoot from this position. I myself would push a little.
He's looking at the 9 ball right here. Watch this. He's looking at the 9 ball.
The cue ball's going to go in that direction.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. He got between them and he hit it perfect.
He hit perfect. He played that shot.
Yeah,
I saw that shot. I thought that perhaps I would give myself a little bit better angle on it.
Touchy little shot. He could have kissed off the 9. He could have went right in the hole. I mean, there's a lot could have happened there. He hit that shot absolutely perfect. All the Filipinos play the cushions very well. Oh, shot right into the ball. The wheels have come. Oh, he knocked the 8. Oh,
the 8 from the cushion.
Look at
Well, maybe the 8 will end up in a better spot for him.
You know, it did,
Not
I think.
likely.
It did wind up in a tricky situation with the 8. The combination looks really tough.
And neither the 6 or the 7 are near the 8 to break it free from the 9, so therefore he's going to have to probably play position for the combination.
See the way he played this shot now? Instead of playing for the straight in and bouncing off the cushion and coming across the angle, he played to go 2 cushions. In other words, hit the top cushion, come off the side cushion, and straight into the angle of the 4 ball.
Mm-hmm. But he may have gotten a little bit too far to the right.
Now he might go 3 cushions and come over and play the 4 ball in the opposite pocket. That's what he's doing. Didn't hit it hard enough. But he's still okay. It's just make the ball come. You're going to come 2 cushions naturally and have position on the 5. But you don't want to shoot tough shots. You'd like to be in line all the time. But he's got to do it.
Yeah, he would have been ideal if he would have gone down table maybe another 6 or 7 inches.
Yeah.
But still, if he's able to pocket the 4, then he'll get himself back in line for the 5.
No, it's natural. You're just going to hit this with a shade of outside English, a little left-hand English. And see, it's a natural shot. I don't know if he can just draw it straight back for the 6 in the corner. He's looking to see what he can do with that 8 ball.
I don't think he can do very much with the 8 ball. So therefore, he's going to have to worry about getting position for the 6. He's going to either have to follow it and bump the 6 to the side cushion and back out, or draw straight back if he has that angle.
Yeah. For the side pocket. Well, it's tough to tell from
Hitting
here.
with that soft speed enabled him to miss the 6. Had he hit it with a harder speed, then he would have got some deflection there off of the 5, and he would have made contact with the 6.
That's right. They call that sometimes weight of the ball takes it through it rather than jumping off the object ball. Here, you know what he's going to do here, Billy? I don't think he's going to play for the combination. Well, I can't really tell the angle, but if he doesn't play for the combination, he's going to come down here, kiss off the 8, off the cushion into the 9.
Well, I think he's going to play for the combination.
Yep, the combination. He's trying to get straight on this shot. That's why he's looking at the table. Looks like he got pretty good on the shot. I mean, these shots are missable. I think he's going to take a little more time than he took on that other 6-9 combination he missed. A lot more time.
And EFREN Reyes is the first player to find himself on the hill, leading EARL Strickland in a race of 13, 12 games at 9. Strickland now needs to string 4 consecutive racks or get them in some way. But neither player up to this point in the match has won 4 consecutive games.
Did EFREN just run 2 racks there? I think he did, didn't he?
Well, it was tied up.
Yeah, he broke from the
apiece.
Yeah, he ran the 2 racks. Broke and ran out, I mean. Excuse me.
Well, you're going to have to explain why you said excuse me now, because our viewers can't hear Pat.
Oh. Yeah, somebody just told me that
Correct
Earl
yourself.
had broke the balls the one time, and I think he was right. So it hasn't been two racks in a row for EFREN. Look at the scratch.
Oh,
No.
my. Oh.
Oh,
Well, Earl is going to have another opportunity at the table. With the 2-ball finally coming to rest against the 4, not allowing Earl to pocket the 2 in the lower left-hand corner. The position of the 1 in the cue ball straight in. I don't know.
there's not much you can do
no,
here.
Not much you can do with it, considering the angle that he has on the 1.
And by the time they get down to the 5 ball, the 5 is laying in a real tricky situation. Well, he can draw it down here and try to play the carom. See the carom, play the carom off the 2. No, you can't. The 2's above the 4. He might, if he can pass this, he might draw it straight up and down, try to break him out on the way back.
Yeah, that's an option. What is he going to do from this position? I don't know if he has anything from here.
The way that ball came back, it looked like he could have drew it straight into the 2 and 4. I mean, it was headed that way, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, he wanted to get down deeper so he could maybe get back to the 6-8 with the cue ball.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's going to draw off the 2 ball and put the cue ball up table behind the 6 and the 8. Just try to leave the 2 where it is, if he has.
Yeah, hitting the cushion before the side, going across the table.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got the right angle. He's really gotten some bad rolls. He really has. This was the shot. Well, Earl would jump over this, and I know EFREN's not. EFREN's going to kick at this ball. Earl would be going to the sky. He made a heck of a shot on Luat when it was 10-10. He jumped over the ball, made a 5-9 combination. It was just incredible.
Now watch this. He lined this shot up to where he wants to give the 9 some action.
Well, you're coming off the edge of the ball. See the edge of the ball? He's got a chance to make the 9
He
ball.
wants to give the 9 some action. So after hitting the 2, look for the cue ball to go somewhere in the area where
Into
the 9
the 9.
is.
Into the 9.
Oh, my
See it?
goodness. It was a close roll.
Yeah.
It was-
That was a great shot, huh?
yeah. So that just once again defines and describes exactly how well he does kick balls.
Oh, he's got a tough out here in 4 games. He's got to come with the shot, get position on the next ball. Oh, he just got there too. The 5's really laying tough though. He's going to come straight across the table and play the 4 in the left-hand corner pocket up there, I think, and try to draw back for the 5 in the right-hand corner pocket. I think that's what he's going to try to do. It looks to me that's the way I'd go. You see what Billy? Just straight across the table.
If he plays position for the side pocket, the 6 and the 8 are interfering balls. That'd be foolish to do that. So therefore, just softly cut it in.
He wants to get straight in on this ball.
Right.
Well, now he can draw and bust the 5 out of there, though. He can hit the 5 ball with the shot.
Is there room to play in front of the 5 playing position for the lower right?
I don't think so. He's going to draw it into the 5. Well, there is room. He's got to get perfectly straight.
Now he needs to force the ball a little bit, or he's drawing back.
Yeah, for the 6 on the side.
Tell you what, he has negotiated this rack quite nicely.
Straight up and down for the 8 on the side. Try to get straight. And he's perfect.
Yeah, there was a lot of work in that rack, and I tell you, he showed a lot of fortitude in
Yes, he did.
working his way through it. A lot of pressure situations he was confronted with, and did well. At the end of game 22, Earl Strickland trails by 2 games in the match, 12 games to 10 in a race to 13. He's hanging by a thread. One mistake hereafter, and he should be history. He knows it, but can he do anything about it?
Well, really, this is anybody's game right now. Anybody's match, I mean.
Well, I wouldn't go as far to say that. I know that Reyes definitely is a prohibitive favorite at this point. It's not anyone's match, but if Earl gets the opportunities,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
At least in this game, he really needs to break the balls, come up with a ball and a break and a shot. Without that, he's in trouble.
I don't see anything going.
Nothing has gone,
And no shot, though.
but no shot. Very quickly, I'll describe the layout to you. There are 5 balls that are nestled together, looply tight near the left-hand lower corner pocket. The 7 and the 4 are right in the pocket. The 3 to the left of the 4. The 5 is in between the 4 and the 9.
He's pushed to the side rail, giving an early opportunity to go for a bank or a safety here. It's tough to get the safety because the 6 is going to run interference with the cue ball off the cushion that way.
Well, he's forcing Earl to shoot the shot because Earl can't afford to pass the shot. He did well with it.
No, I mean, this looks like an easy jump here. He's only over the edge of the ball, Billy. But you don't see EFREN jump too many balls. Very
No,
seldom.
you don't. Particularly when the ball that he has to get over is that close to the cue ball.
He doesn't want to pass this. I mean, well, he can't pass it, but
Right, a necessitating situation.
right.
He's going to masse it. He's going to play it safe, leaving a bank for Strickland. Oh, he could make. Oh my! He almost had room to make it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. He hit that pretty hard for a little bit of a masse, didn't he?
Yeah, which was an indication that he had room to make it.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting situation he's confronted with here in regard to that cluster down there.
Well, we can't see if the 3 passes here. If it doesn't pass, I mean, it's going to hit the 7. Then you don't know which way the 7's going to shoot the 4 out of there.
And you really can't play a 3-4-7 billiard. Then
Well, that's what he's looking at right now.
You might go under the 5.
Well, he could. No, that's no good either. I mean, he could play for the carom off the 3, hit the 4-7 billiard in, bring the 4 back out. I mean, the 3 back out a little bit. I don't know if that lays right or not.
Well, he's not playing.
He's playing for a 3-ball combination here.
Maybe he's just playing for the pocket the 3.
Yeah, you see that the 3 is going to come over here and click these 2 balls here. It's going to stay down table, I think. The 4 is going to get out of the way. You got to watch the kiss.
No, he's not going to like this.
There were so many things that could happen there. He can't hit this soft and put it behind a 5, I don't think.
Well, he might be able to put him behind the 9 off of the billiard off the 5.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Oh, he clicked. Well, he still got.
Well, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll get it. I mean, he can't kick to this cushion and hit the 3. Hit the edge of the 3. He's going to go. Looks like he might go up and down the table.
And I think that's the only option he has is to kick long. And if you notice the position of the 4, let's get a close up of the 4 ball in relation to the side pocket.
He's kicking to make this ball right now.
Okay, if he kicks the 3 in, he'll follow down. He will have a shot on the 4. Well, he gave himself a better chance of walking
By
away
going
in
to
a
the
better
cushion, yeah.
situation. Yeah, by going into the second cushion. Now he had the chance of separating both the cue ball from the 3, and also he had the chance of pocketing the 3.
He's going to bring the 5 over to the side cushion with this shot too and get position. See it? Well, this is getting very interesting now. Just drawing the cue ball back for the 6. We're punching it back out. Same thing here. He either wants to get straight in on the 8 or with the left-hand angle. There it is.
Yeah, this plays natural cross table. And it looks like we're going to have a very interesting finish here. It's developing into that. And after game 23 Ray is still on the hill with 12. Strickland coming strong. He's got 11. In the meantime, we have to change the tape. We'll be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, once again, we are back in time. Of course, we wouldn't have allowed the action to start without you people being able to watch it. Score, Strickland 11, Reyes 12, in a race to 13.
Look out, 9. Ooh.
Oh, 9-7. He's going to get the 7. The 1's going to go in front of the corner pocket, and now it's anyone's match.
Well,
This match is a toss-up from this position. Reyes has the equity of being on the hill. Strickland has the equity of being at the table. And after that shot, he increases the value of the control of the table somewhat.
I'll tell you, Earl's won a lot of matches in these predicaments, hasn't he? I mean, this whole tournament especially.
Watch out, he's behind the 9. He's behind the 9.
What? Boy,
He's
he took a
behind.
gamble there.
He's very close. It's
gonna spin this a
very
little bit.
close.
Man, he took a heck of a chance there.
Very close. Very close. He may have to jump this somewhat.
No, he's not
A
too
little bit.
concerned. He's not too concerned.
But it's very close. Well, he's falling short of the mark.
I'm just going to cut this in
He
aside
would
and go
have
2
liked to have gotten
cushions.
straight on the 4, but
He's all right. He's just
that
going to make the
didn't
ball.
happen.
It goes naturally 2 cushions and then two cushions with the 5 to the 6.
Well, he's falling short once again.
Yeah. He'll hit this soft.
He has to hit his shots off because there's no other route.
This ball could turn on him, though.
It certainly can. But it didn't. The equity of the control of the table seems to be getting larger.
I guess so. You got to like the shooter right now to win this match. Oh, what a ball game.
Yeah, you definitely felt the heartbeat of this match increasing, when Reyes missed that 1 in the corner after Strickland played that safety, and then all of a sudden you knew it was anybody's match.
I said in the beginning, remember about halfway through, I said it the makings of a 12-12 match, and that's exactly what it is. This is kind of the matches we look forward to.
Well, I guess they're going to play 1 game for the title and the cheese.
I think you're like me, Billy. I like to see a match like this when it comes 12-12. When they break the balls, I like to see a little cluster here, a little cluster
Oh,
here,
absolutely.
a little cluster. So there's some play to it.
Sure. Everyone wants to see a thrilling finish. Everyone wants to see both players at the table in a hill-hill match to negotiate the layout somewhere.
Right, and some safety play
Sure.
and a whole bit.
So, well, maybe Ford gave him a slug.
All right,
Here we go.
Here's one thing you don't want. You don't want to scratch. You don't want to make the cue ball jump off the table. Make sure you make contact with the 1 solid. You don't want to. Ooh,
The 1's going to go to the center of the table, possibly.
we got a few clusters. Not much, but I mean, it's something.
Well, the 7 and an 8 at the other end of the
That's what
table.
I'm saying.
The 8 precludes
Yeah,
the 7
that's what I'm
from
saying.
pocketed,
That's
being
what I'm saying.
pocketed in the upper left. And he's starting off with a fairly thin hit on the 1 to the position of the 3 at the other end of the table. I don't know if the angle that he has on the 1 suggests that it's natural position. Maybe he has to
He's going
spin it somewhat.
No, he's drawing it underneath the 7 and 8 here. He's drawing it underneath here. He got around and gave him a shot.
No, he gave him a shot. Now, Reyes
the 9 ball here, Billy? No, I don't think the angle's
No
on.
9 here. No 9 here. He's going for it.
If it was up another inch, he could have drew it into the 9 because the 3 was there
Yeah.
for position anyway. But
Right,
it's not the way it turned
But
out.
there's no 9 here.
This is a tough shot. You got to kind of like slow roll this. Not real slow roll. You're going to go into the 9, or you don't have to go into the 9, but you're not going to hit this ball hard. And naturally, you want to hit the ball hard.
I like his chances here.
Well, you got to like the shooter's chances, but believe me, this ain't no easy shot right now. He's got a funny bridge off the cushion where it's laying. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're hitting down on the cue ball off a rail like that, the ball can swerve if you hit it a little bit bad.
He's going to hit it so where the cue ball will then go maybe into the 9 or possibly a quarter of the way back up table.
Yeah, but look at what happens.
Oh, well,
You
that
see?
was the problem. He
He's not-
didn't have the feel at that moment to go ahead and slow roll it, so he opted to go ahead and cinch it.
That's what you're supposed to do, though.
By cinching it, he now
stay at
has
the
another
table.
problem to deal with later on. But I guess it's a fair trade-off considering you want to stay in control of the table.
And we're getting what we wanted.
Exactly.
He's not going to shoot this ball unless he can make the 4 ball. He's not going to shoot. He's just going to draw, and he's shooting this ball. Here's one of them spin shots again, the bing shots.
The bing. Ooh.
Does he hit these shots good?
Perfectly hit.
That's like Wimpy used to play. Remember Wimpy? Luther last
Do
year?
I remember Wimpy? Who could forget Wimpy?
Well, if the people haven't seen him play before, I mean, that's the way Luther used to play all the time, spinning the ball and pinching.
Okay, does he have the angle to draw off of the 9,
Yes, he
clearing,
does.
the,
Yes, he
clearing
does.
the way for the 5?
The 9's just going to come out of there. Maybe he'll go into the 6 or not. Doesn't matter. All he has to do is just draw this ball, and it's going to bump off the 6. Just make sure you don't draw too strong. Just nip the top side of the 9. You want to make sure you go into the 9 here. Just draw it straight back just a little bit. Just a little bit, I said. What? He didn't have to do that. You see what I'm talking about? Bill?
That's right. Now,
Why did he do that?
because he wanted to make it even more thrilling.
No, but if he just pinched that ball a little bit, it would have stopped right there. Just the 9 would have came over the same way, and he would have been right
Well,
there.
he
Go through
figured the
cushion.
9 was going to go into the 6, and he was going to move the 6.
Well, he might have figured that, yeah. He must have figured that. Otherwise, why would he shoot it like
Sure.
that?
See, now he even pointed like he was supposed to move the 6. With his finger, he could have moved it, but the 9 he didn't.
Well, he can see pretty much a full ball in his 5 ball. So he's going to set it up table, and this whole game depends if he can get it behind the 6 ball.
And there's a possibility he may even be able to bank this 5 up table. You know?
Maybe
That
yeah,
shot's available,
maybe.
and then he can use the 6 as an interfering ball. If he pockets the
Oh,
bank, he'll have the 6 to shoot. Oh no, he didn't. Watch the 8. Watch the 8.
Oh my goodness!
Strickland said,
Oh
"Okay, you can
my
have
goodness!
that ball."
Oh boy!
Now the position Strickland should have been in, Reyes is in that position.
But he's in a worse position, Billy. He can't even go to the left-hand cushion because there's no access to the 5 on this side.
The 7 is the interfering ball.
Yes,
He goes
that's
to
what
the
I meant.
left. He precludes him from kicking in that fashion. He can't go to the right because there's no cushion there.
He's in big trouble. He's in big trouble here.
The short cushion is the only cushion he can go to.
Oh, what a bad roll, huh?
Oh,
Jeepers.
horrible roll. Horrible roll. Horrible.
He might be able to go back and forth here. That's what he's looking at. I don't like that because you're going to leave a shot.
Yeah, you're not going to get movement from the 5 ball here
Right.
if you're able to contact it. And it looks like the short cushion is the only cushion he can go to. Behind the 6.
He kicks balls. He could nip the 5. In other words, going to the left-hand cushion, just missing the 7 ball, nipping the 5, and coming 3 cushions back down the table. I think
He's going twice.
I don't like this shot
Twice.
because you don't get no movement, like you said, and you might miss this ball.
Put the camera on him.
Yeah, Earl's even clapping on that shot.
Camera on Earl Strickland.
I don't believe it. Sport fans, you have seen everything
What
now.
a shot. Oh, my goodness.
Oh boy, they're going to play this in Manila. You're going to sell this tape to Manila. I know that. Jeepers. Well, that's why they call him a magician. There you have it. But he's not out yet, though. I've seen funny things happen.
And he's falling a little short
Yeah,
of the
he's
mark.
falling short.
Now he has to go 2 cushions.
Gee.
Or draw with 1 cushion. I don't know. He's got a funny angle. here.
He's got to force it and make sure he doesn't force it into the corner pocket.
He's got a funny angle. Huh. The suspense is still there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is the rack that we wanted to see. We got everything we wanted. And
He's
more.
drawing 1 cushion.
And more.
Right selection here. I think this is perfect. He's
That's
there.
it. He's home. He's home. What a finish.
What a finals,
What
huh?
a finish.
You couldn't get no better than that. No wonder you asked me to do
Oh,
this.
what a finish. And I really had to commend Earl for his sportsmanship there. I mean, and he really was happy for Reyes in the regard that he made a terrific shot to steal the match away from him.
Just incredible. What a performance.